And so Mabry Schaffmaster, who is a 6-rotation left pin for the Tar Heels, goes back to serve. Quick set to the right side and a huge block by North Carolina. Kaya Merkler came crashing in, the Chapel Hill native, to reject Maddie Snyder. This is exactly what the Tar Heels wanted to see and nothing like what the Seminoles had hoped they would get going early. Quick set to the middle, and that's more like it for the Garnet and Gold. That's Corey Lewis, the Tallahassee native. Another tight pass, but a quick set and a very good one at that. Merkler puts it down.
Right behind the setter, nice quick set, great attack.
Nita Babick, a fantastic setter, and that's a fantastic block by the Tar Heels. Doesn't just rank inside the top 10, she's in the top 5, and that's an ace serve.
It's just such a sharp, powerful swing.
Correct myself, that was her second kill of the match. 2 for 2 for Audrey Koenig, and on the right pin, that's number 23 in powder blue, against Pitt. Hit .462 against the Panthers.
Wow. Coach Mike Shaw says they don't really consider her a freshman. She came early in January and has been able to build that foundation and some layers to her game.
Really good pass there by the Seminoles. Conley goes off speed with it. Now pin to pin, there's Koenig. She has been efficient.
Been flawless from Audrey Koenig. Great dig by Kai, and then just that snap on the ball. She hits that ball at such a high vantage point.
Ones that it is a must for them to take care of.
Exactly, and the Noles right now 1-3 at home, so they really need this win to get back on track.
And they can certainly use Audrey Rothman to help, and now that Rothman is healthy, darn good. 3 kills already for number 9 in white.
Roth.
Koenig got a hand on it, and now she tries to transition out of it. Florida State's out of system now. Here's Snyder looking down the line. Got it!
It was a high set. Sometimes that's difficult to hit. Just that.
Kill off the touch. The Florida State 6'4" freshman on the right pin, Maddie Snyder. And there's a stump block for Snyder and Lewis.
Setting that block. Timing up to Snyder. And then Corey Lewis.
Worth mentioning, Mike Shaw told us on our conference call, he said the ACC has never been better, and frankly, who can argue it?
Exactly, the strength of schedule is amazing. That's just, oh, what a good block by Corey Lewis and Maddie Snyder. Such a fantastic group. Getting that block out of system. Ball's high, coming over Schaffmaster. Hit .344 opening weekend of ACC play.
And Audrey Koenig hits above 300 quite often. Carolina has led the vast majority of this opening set. But it's Florida State with set point. Off the tape. Kept up. North Carolina has to send a free ball over. Set to the middle. Lewis misfires.
And I'm not entirely sure.
That'll send Kylene Filamawa back to serve. Romani Thurman had it roofed.
To have so much power behind it.
Maddie May back to serve. Back row attack. Audrey Rothman with the kill of her own. Both of these teams
up high, and it's harder to get a good pass and push that pass to the net like that.
Short serve off of Meyerhofer, and it sets up a huge block. And often.
Swift does a really good job. You see right there, tracking the setting her, so Roby feels her presence at the net.
Solid pass by Filamawa, and an even better block. Swift is just fantastic at the net.
Swift at the net. Look at her right here. Very quick, closing the block. But that.
Barrett serves it in. And wow, that was a quick set and a good center-hitter connection. Corey Lewis, the very top of all of them.
Wow.
I feel like a lot of times when people say she's one of the best hitters, one of the most efficient, it gets used vaguely, but in reality, Corey Lewis ranks up in the top 10, and with performances like this will continue to be there. Out of system ball, North Carolina shoves it down the line. Free ball back to the Heels. Over on 2, played up by Droskovic. Florida State's now out of system. Maddie Snyder had it batted back. Lewis out of the middle. Maddie May got to it, but dug it out of play. Point to Florida State. As a freshman, was on the all-freshman team. Last year, was on the all-ACC team. This year, she's 3rd in the ACC in kills per set. And she shoves it to the back corner. That's another kill for Mabry. I absolutely love that, Madison.
I do too, and a lot of the times you see these team mottos get recycled a lot. Well, that is very unique.
Had struggled a bit with their defense to this point this season, but as you mentioned, Madison really stepped it up to start off conference play. The numbers were terrific, and they were on the road, no less, against Virginia Tech and Wake Forest. We'll see if they can ride a little bit of that wave right here off their block. Free ball, though, to North Carolina. Foster had it rejected. Swift had it rejected. Free ball, excuse me. Roby with the tip, and North Carolina can't volley it across the net. Florida State's on a bit of a run. An ace serve for Kenna Phelan tightens things up even further here in this second set. Thurman had it rejected. There's another stuff block for the Noles.
She was recruited as an outside. Coach Poole said she was neck and neck with the other outsides vying for that spot, and then she stepped up to the libero position when they needed her, stopping her from getting blocked.
Elegaona into serve, and it's interesting, Madison, that you mention quick, because that's something that Florida State's coaches have been hoping that they could do with Corey Lewis, but previous to coming to Florida State, didn't really have a whole lot of experience going quickly. Roby has added that, and whoa, what a block from North Carolina. Addie Holtquist into serve. Shaftmaster rockets that one right through the seam. There's the side out the Tar Heel. When the RPI comes out, we're still going to look pretty good, but where it hurts us is any wiggle room we thought we might have had by having a marquee win that we didn't get, we now have to make sure we take care of things here. And she's really the glue of this Florida State team. Everybody loves Jelly. Her energy is infectious, and she's a darn good setter. And Florida State's got an opportunity here. Bobick. Back bump set. And now here's Droskovic setting the middle, and there's Corey Lewis. Florida State's middles, 10 kills on 17 swings in this match. And there's a stuff block on a triple block by the Seminoles. And it looks like North Carolina is going to challenge.
And that's what gives her the ability to swing through that seam. The middle blocker on Florida State's side, not quick enough to get there and close the block.
Nice pass by Audrey Koenig, and on the slide, there is Corey Lewis.
Wonder she's second in the ACC in hitting percentage.
Audrey Rothman back to serve. That's a nice pass out of serve received by the Tar Heels. And Florida State's now out of system. Foster off speed. Snyder anything but. May plays it up. Here's Thurman. I think that scaffolding has been involved in more points tonight than we've seen it all season.
Yes.
Foster. Got it.
Imani Foster, 5 kills and 2 blocks. A little bit of a quieter night for her, but let's see if she can step up in this third set when North Carolina needs her.
There's a big step block for Corey Lewis.
So she is coming up for her team in certain areas.
Falamawa down to her knees on serve receive. Off the slide, Swift. Audrey Koenig off the block, kept up by Shapmaster. Then out of the middle, there's Kiari Roby. The entire defense, 4 blocks and now 4 kills on 8 total swings.
Hitting 500. That's the kind of numbers you want to see from the middle. Wow, what a tip. Kiari Roby straight down.
4 aces, but going back to the kills for a moment, she's now recorded 10 or more kills in 10 of 12 matches this season. And there's Corey Lewis. Lewis equaled a career high 15 kills.
Ty was able to get underneath that ball, get a good pass, off a really hard jump topspin.
Hard flat serve there by Angelia Draskovic. Schaffmaster rolls it off the block, and there's Rothman tipping it across the tape and to the floor.
Yeah, I didn't think that was possible, but Florida State all around working.
Merkler off speed out of the middle. Thurman off speed from the right pin. Corey Lewis, anything but off speed out of the middle for the Knoll. That she has made from last season to this year, just an insane jump, especially in terms of hitting percentage, which wasn't all that bad last year either. But really, that's her talking about what it means as a Tallahassee local to represent the 850 in the 850. And Madison, that is something that you are uniquely qualified to also speak to.
Exactly. I mean, as a Tallahassee native, you grow up loving the Garnet and Gold. You grow up going to games as a kid, volleyball games. All of those players are legends. So it just means a lot. It feels like you're representing.
This is really an impressive showing, and perhaps the most impressive of the bunch. Thurman, oh wow, what an angle. The leading scorer on the floor. As good as Koenig's been, 14 for Schaffmaster. That's one better. Over on 2 for Phelan. Off the top of the block. And Phelan covers a whole lot of ground to get to that. And Sydney Conley paints the line, finds the corner, and Florida State has found a whole bunch of match points. What an angle. And that'll do it. A service error seals it for the Seminoles, who win set 3, 25-15.